Peace and blessings to all human families of the planet Earth. Um, you know, hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's happy, productive, and safe. Shout out to Ashley, Soul Snatcher. She's from Mount Vernon. She passed away recently. Her life was taken. It's real sad. Met her a few times. She's a Facebook friend of mine. I didn't know her very well, but when we spoke, I never had no bad vibes from her. Stuff like that, makes you wonder what you're doing with your life. You know what I'm saying? And and I'm realizing, all right, so you work, you grind. Like me, I want to develop more my credit better. And I saved a little money and I wanted to start investing. But I realized that I'm afraid of losing that security of having, you know what I mean? And but that reminds me of a parable in the Bible. There was a master and he had some servants. Master, like I'm thinking, like a back in the day, there was a guy he may have owned. He may have been a landlord of mad property, and he was, and he had servants or whatever the case may be. He just took care of them like a fiefdom or something, right? So he had these two servants. He was like, yo, I'm going on this trip, man. Yeah, you take this money, make sure, hold this shit till I get back. So he spent off, and then one of the guys was like, all right, he thought he was doing the right thing. He buried the money. I was like, I'm gonna make sure this is safe. He buried it, held it, went about his life. The other one was like, I'm about to take this bread and I'm about to flip this money. And by the time the master get back, we're gonna have more than what he left me. So he came back. The first guy was like, yo, master, here's your bread. This is exactly the amount that you gave me. He thought he was doing the right thing. I thought he was doing the right thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. Boom. Give you the money. He gave him the money, and master was like, all right. He wasn't really all that pleased with old boy for just giving him the exact amount. The other guy, he was like, yo, master, check this out. Remember that money you gave me? Well, I took it and made some investments. And this is your profit off the investment. The master was so pleased with the servant that did that he took the money that he told homeboy to hold. He took it from him and gave it to him like, this is your reward for holding it down and being productive. And this is one of the parables of Jesus, and I'm believing basically saying I'm feeling, I might not be sure, but the masters or the dude with the bread, he was supposed to be God, and the money that he was giving to these servants was life. I gave you life, I gave you life. You took the life I gave you, you held on to it, you survived, you ain't do nothing crazy, you skipped through life, you ain't die, you died of old age. But now this dude, he was like, you know what, I was given this life, I'm gonna do more with myself. He started, adventuring, doing stuff, taking risks, and he lived life more, and as a result, he was rewarded for taking that precious gift and being productive. Now, this is how I saw it. The way I'm feeling right now in my life is how I'm thinking that parable went. Somebody could correct me if I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying? But So now I'm asking myself what I'm going to do. Am I going to barbecue or mildew? You know, I'm pushing into the autumn of my life. You know what I'm saying? If I stay healthy, stay smart, I may have some really good years ahead of me. What I'm going to do with it? That's the question. And that's where I'm at now. You know, I'm just trying to let go of the fears and just do what, you know, some people can naturally do that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, when you've made a certain amount of mistakes in your life or errors in judgment, you tend to be a little gun shy. You're a little reticent when it comes to going out on a limb with certain things, you know what I'm saying? After being careless early on. So, that's just some random thoughts. I'm out young.